here at the ASTD chapter meeting, and we're talking about ASTD Ice conference today with Rick Shor. So what did you bring home from Ice this year? What was the big take-home message?
For me, there were two things that were positive and one that was slightly negative. So the first positive thing was I got to meet a lot of the people from the ASTD national staff, editors and other people with whom I've been working remotely over the last year or so, and that was really great, and I found them to be really passionate about what they're doing.
Excellent.
The second thing is that there was a theme at the conference about storytelling.
Okay.
That I thought was very good. There were at least 3 different speakers who did very, very good talks, and they sort of were intertwined. Let's put it that way.
So the storytelling meaning using stories in your training to engage the learner?
Either in training or in some other intervention or simulation. Okay. The thing that disappointed me most about the conference was that there was a complete lack of anything to do with human performance improvement, which is supposed to be one of the core areas of expertise. And even though it appeared here and there in some of the talks, it was lacking, let's say, as a theme.
Well, I think there is kind of a trend these days in general to kind of focus on performance support. Even when we look at, I've worked for a company that does mobile learning, and we're looking at how mobile can provide better performance support at the time that they need it.
Time sort of
thing. Exactly. Yeah. So you just don't feel like that was a focus? Was it there at all? Or?
Well, I guess under the classic HPI approaches, and there's a large body of theoretical knowledge about this and a lot of practical things too. It just wasn't anything, in my opinion, that was substantive.
So have you been to ICE before?
No, it's my first time.
I've never been there, so.
But I've been to many conferences of this type and size. So it wasn't a surprise for me.
Excellent. So do you go to Technology or some of those? What other conferences do you go to?
I would go to technology conferences, and then I went to work for Microsoft. And Microsoft conducts several conferences a year of the same size and sort of style. And since then, I've also gone to some tech conferences, and I also joined the Sloan C Consortium, which is a consortium of interested parties who deal mostly in the academic sphere, as opposed to professional.
Excellent. Well, appreciate you talking to us, and looking forward to your presentation today.